Welcome back to the channel. Next Car Lunch. Today, we're looking at a Tesla that could completely change what people expect from an electric performance car. The 2027 Tesla Roadster is expected to combine supercar-level acceleration with an electric range that could make long-distance driving surprisingly practical. But here's the big question. With a price expected around $200,000 or more, can this Roadster actually deliver enough value to justify the money? And could its lower fuel and maintenance costs make it smarter to own than a traditional American supercar? Stay with me, because some of the biggest value may be hiding in the ownership costs. Before we go deeper, one important point: Tesla has not yet finalized the production specifications or official 2027 pricing. Tesla currently advertises the Roadster with a claimed 1.9 second 0 to 60 time, over 250 miles per hour of top speed, and up to 620 miles of range. Recent reports also suggest the production program is still developing, so these numbers should be treated as targets rather than guaranteed final specifications. Now let's talk about the price. For the United States, a realistic estimate for the 2027 Tesla Roadster is around $200,000 to $250,000 before taxes, delivery charges, and options. Some previous Tesla reservation arrangements and estimates have used figures in this range, but the final production price is still unconfirmed. For Japan, once you include import costs, taxes, shipping, and market-specific pricing, an estimated figure could land around 30 to 40 million Japanese yen. In other American export markets, including parts of the Middle East, the final price could also move significantly higher depending on taxes, registration, shipping, and local dealer or importer costs. So this is definitely not an affordable EV. It is a high-end performance machine where the value story comes from what it costs to operate, not simply what it costs to buy. And that brings us to fuel savings. The Roadster is fully electric, so there is no gasoline bill. You charge it instead of filling a fuel tank. That difference becomes especially interesting if you compare it with a gasoline-powered supercar that can consume premium fuel very quickly during aggressive driving. Tesla's current Roadster target of up to 620 miles of range is extremely ambitious, although real-world range will depend on speed, weather, temperature, tires, driving style, and battery conditions. For normal American driving, especially city commuting and highway cruising, an EV can deliver much lower energy costs than a high-performance gasoline car. Home charging can also be convenient because you can plug the vehicle in overnight and start the next morning with a full battery. But remember, this is a performance car. If you repeatedly use maximum acceleration, drive at very high highway speeds, or spend a lot of time driving aggressively, your real-world range will fall. So don't expect 620 miles every time you drive. Now let's talk about maintenance, because this is where the Roadster could surprise owners. An electric powertrain has fewer traditional mechanical components than a gasoline engine. There is no engine oil, no conventional exhaust system, no spark plugs, and no multi-speed transmission requiring regular servicing. That can reduce routine maintenance compared with a traditional supercar. However, don't assume the Roadster will be cheap to maintain overall. This is expected to be a very high-performance vehicle, and specialized tires, brakes, suspension components, electronics, body panels, and battery-related repairs could be expensive. Insurance is another major consideration. A vehicle costing around $200,000 or more, with extreme performance, will likely be expensive to insure. Your age, location, driving record, coverage level, and annual mileage can make a huge difference. So buyers should get an insurance quote before making any purchase decision. Spare parts are also important for American buyers. Tesla has an established service and parts ecosystem in the United States, but the Roadster is expected to be a low-volume performance model. That means some specialized parts could take longer to source and may cost considerably more than parts for a Model 3 or Model Y. Now imagine driving this car through an American city. The instant electric torque should make acceleration feel almost effortless. You press the accelerator, and the car responds immediately. In stop-and-go traffic, There is no waiting for gears to shift and no engine vibration. The compact sports car shape should also make the Roadster easier to place on narrow streets than a large SUV or pickup. On the highway, the biggest question will be comfort and stability. A low, wide sports car should feel planted at speed, while electric power delivery can make passing traffic extremely quick. But American highway driving is not always perfect. Rough pavement, potholes, expansion joints, and unpredictable traffic can be challenging for a performance car with expensive wheels and tires. And this is where we need to be realistic about daily usability. The Roadster is not a pickup, so it is not designed for heavy load carrying, commercial hauling, or logistics work. If your business needs a vehicle for tools, equipment, cargo, or deliveries, this is not the right Tesla. But if you're a business owner looking for a premium personal vehicle, a technology-focused company car, or a weekend performance machine, the Roadster becomes much more interesting. For comparison, think about an American performance car such as the Chevrolet Corvette. The Corvette can offer tremendous performance for dramatically less money, making it the obvious value choice if your priority is purchase price and traditional sports car driving. But the Roadster's value argument is different. You're paying for electric performance, potentially huge range, lower routine powertrain maintenance, and a completely different ownership experience. So the Corvette may win on initial affordability, while the Tesla could appeal to buyers who want cutting-edge EV technology and lower day-to-day energy costs. Long-term ownership is where the Roadster becomes fascinating. A gasoline supercar can lose substantial money through fuel, maintenance, tires, insurance, and depreciation. The Tesla could reduce some operating expenses, but depreciation remains impossible to predict because we don't yet know the final production volume, final specifications, or real-world demand. If Tesla produces the Roadster in limited numbers, strong demand could support resale values. But if production increases significantly, used prices could fall. So nobody should buy this car assuming it will automatically become a collector's item. Ultimately, the 2027 Tesla Roadster is not about being the cheapest car. It is about delivering an extreme driving experience while potentially reducing some of the everyday costs normally associated with supercar ownership. For American buyers, the biggest attractions could be instant acceleration, electric driving, potentially huge range, home charging, and reduced routine powertrain maintenance. The biggest concerns are the enormous purchase price, insurance, expensive performance parts, uncertain resale value, and the fact that final production specifications are still not confirmed. So, is the 2027 Tesla Roadster worth it? If you need a practical work vehicle, absolutely not. If you want maximum cargo space or the lowest purchase price, look somewhere else. But if you want one of the most ambitious electric performance cars ever announced, and you're willing to pay supercar money for technology and acceleration, the Roadster could be one of Tesla's most exciting vehicles yet. And that is exactly why this car is worth watching. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe to Next Car Lunch, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future Tesla updates, new car reviews, pricing news, and performance car comparisons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.